if she had said, I want to do water birth, I would have said, me too. It's going to be mid-September. The water's still going to be, weather's still going to be nice.
You're thinking it's going to be in a pool.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that is where water births mostly.
Yeah, outdoors.
You find, hey, kids, we got to clear the city pool out. We got this lady.
Yeah.
She's in a real mood. She's about to spit out a kid. The culmination, which will be Kong vs. Godzilla, will be in theaters next year.
Okay, see? Look at that. Finger on the pulse of everything that no one cares about.
Oof.
I mean,
just think if I could find one thing people cared about. You're in that high drive field, urgent.
Yeah, I mean, lot of important stuff goes on at my job.
You know what they say is, finance, doesn't stop. Things like that. Stock market doesn't stop because you had a baby.
Radio never stops.
That's what they say about broadcast radio.
Feeling pretty scatterbrained today. How about you?
Steve, you ever get that feeling where going on vacation is more of a hassle than it's worth?
Yeah.
Now I dropped... before I digress, let me let you get to the top.
Sure. It is Thursday, June 6th, 2019, the year of our Lord. It's the Steve and Kyle podcast. Special Thursday record, not to be released for another 5 days. This, we're just going to say it right out front. It's going to be a short one.
Yeah, that it just happened. So 2 different things. I'm going away, and it happens to bookend with you going away.
Yes.
So hence this 3 to 4 day in advance record time.
Where are you going again?
Steve, I dropped a hot take on Twitter this week, and I don't even know.
Boy.
Listen, my last 2 hot takes have been roundly revered. Like, absolute unanimous praise. I don't think there's been one person who hasn't agreed with either of them.
What was the one that you had about the bad guy in Billy Madison?
Oh,
Eric. Eric the brother?
So Eric the brother, the true villain in Billy Madison is Billy. And I'm still mad about that because they must have heard the podcast or the the targeted ads on Facebook and Twitter and things.
Okay.
And again, apologies. Totally scatterbrained and all over the place.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Because I got a targeted ad on Facebook and Twitter about a new Adam Sandler podcast. Like, not him. 2 guys discussing the entire filmography of Adam Sandler. So his film company is called Happy Madison, right? Yeah. So mixing the 2 names of his most popular movies.
Billy Madison.
So I believe the podcast is called Billy Gilmore. And
okay.
so they go through the filmography. And so I saw this, and I logged into our account and decided to say, hey, just so you idiots know.
Of course, yeah. I mean, just introduce yourself with a haymaker right to the jaw. That's handshake, punch in the gut. There we go. Hi, I'm Kyle.
So I can already tell these buffoons are, greenhorns to the greenest. Like, you and I were grizzled podcast vets. We've talked about my history. This is 100 and blah, blah, blah episode of our own that we're doing.
100 and...
We've been doing this a while, and I could tell these idiots are fresh out of the box, tape ripped off like an Amazon package, and they're digging in because they paid for the Facebook advertising.
Oh, boy.
And as we talked about 80 episodes ago, that might be the definition of lighting the $20 bill on fire.
Yeah,
we talked about that.
Definitely
and
is.
I think we ran out of the $20 in like 4 hours, and we got 1 new like. And
I basically clicked start on the post on like the boost post or the ad, and I watched this little ticker go from 1 to about 500 for the amount of people it's reached, and then for amount of interactions, we had a big fat 0. Had 1 new like, and it said, you've reached your limit. Cool.
It was a truly amazing occurrence.
So if anybody ever accuses us of buying Facebook likes, we tried.
Yeah, it didn't work.
They said no thank you.
And what is funny is even our Twitter followers, and we have more than I ever thought we'd get, ever, on Twitter.
How many do we have?
We're at like 1,300.
What?
Yeah.
The last I checked, I swear we were at 300. I don't go on it. I find it. We're gonna digress again.
Yeah.
But I've lately, for the last couple weeks, I have been so overwhelmed with social media.
Well, because listen, you're one man, and we try to do the social media thing here.
Yeah.
But this isn't the only time you're doing it.
No, I have
like the most important part of your the side gig for you is social media.
I have between this podcast,
yeah,
the side gig, and my actual life. Mm-hmm. There's 9 different social media accounts that I keep track of.
So
Facebook, Twitter, Instagram for 3 different entities.
If you wanted to, hey, I'm going off the grid, you couldn't.
I mean, I could, but I would just come back, and when I would look at the home screen of my phone, like the little red notification symbol, my whole screen would just be red, and it would just say infinity.
Well, I mean, going off the grid, like, you just delete them all. You're done. Oh. You just decide, could you do that? Could you get away tomorrow with deleting all of your social media?
No, I couldn't.
Because it's part of your job.
Yeah, I would have to keep some kind of presence for at least the side gig.
I'm narrowing it down.
I just can't do it. I've tried, and I go through periods where I'm really good at it.
Yeah.
Like I'll pull up, okay, there's my own, go through, like, retweet. Same thing with the podcast. Same thing with the radio show.
Yeah.
And I'm like, at the end of it, I'm like, I'm just in such a fog. I'm like, I don't even know what I just did.
Sure.
I could have liked tweets by Hitler.
Right.
Hey, it looks good.
Maybe that's the reason you go off the grid. You end up just retweeting racist videos, and next thing you know, you're one of the Proud Boys.
Oh, boy. No. I do dream of a day when I can go off the grid. Like, Annette and I will build our tiny house, and then we'll drag it out into the woods.
There's no chance.
And we'll just live out there.
No chance.
You don't think so?
No, because your tiny house would be a mansion in 2 years because let's add on here. Let's make this.
We need another wing over there.
Hey, it's been a year and a half. I should make that window 3 inches wider. But I'll blow the glass myself, or however how do windows get made. I don't know.
Yeah, sure.
You blow the window glass, right? Isn't that how that works?
Yeah.
So you got one guy in a mall kiosk, and he's the one blowing windows.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
It takes a while. Listen, I'm not saying it's easy work, but that's why windows are so expensive, as you found out.
Yeah.
Well, I'm running down the list, and I don't have good news for you here.
Okay.
Because in order for you to cut back, because that's what happens, especially, and on Tuesdays, we release our episodes to just a torrent of social media activity. Mm-hmm. It's a fervor out there.
Yeah.
That you've really got to pull yourself away, otherwise, next thing you know, you get sucked in the fame. Because in those first 24 hours, it's just, and it's not so much like comments and everything, but every time you look, it's like, retweet this and that, and it's awesome to see, but things get lost.
Yeah, definitely.
And you end up, like you said, retweeting Proud Boy videos, and next thing you know,
I'm fairly confident that if I were to run for some kind of elected office, I probably wouldn't have to delete a whole lot of tweets. Or
I would. I don't even know what. Listen,
I don't know. The whole Hope Solo thing rings a bell.
Funny.
Do you think that your constituents would agree?
Oh man, I think I could really hone in on a niche of the voter block.
The ones who are
the one who are weirdos into butthole pictures.
Okay, but also the ones who are anti-butthole pictures.
Right.
I think that you kind of.
I really danced on the fence there.
You played it right down the middle. I don't really remember.
I remember years ago, and I was very upset about the Detroit Lions drafting a wide receiver in the second round who had an ACL injury. So I tweeted at him, and it must have been a half hour after he got drafted. I just sent him a picture of a reconstructed ACL and asked him where he was hurt, or if this is what it looks like. So upset. But you know what?
Very compassionate. I'm sure he was laughing when you...
It's a medical question.
I'm sure he was laughing when you tore your...
Achilles, yeah.
Your Achilles.
Well, yeah, I don't want to say anything, but 3 years later, he's out of the league.
And look at you.
Retired, slow-pitch softball.
Still doing exactly what you were doing.
I don't do that very much anymore. Now I get into legitimate arguments online that I stand by. But we've taken a few digressions here, but I did want to say, so in order for you to cut back... I mean, obviously, you got to prioritize, Steve. That's what people do. That's what responsible people do, and you're a responsible person. You have a child on the way. You have to be a grown-up.
Yeah.
Number one's a podcast, obviously.
Yeah. I mean, above all else.
I hate to say it, but you have to be employed.
Yeah.
The only solution, you've got to delete yourself.
So I have to delete my personal Facebook and Twitter and Instagram.
Yeah. You don't have time.
You know what I
didn't
could do?
say it. You said it, not me.
I could just delete them and then use the podcast and radio show
As
ones
your personal?
as if they are my personal ones. I mean, let's be honest. Like, no one's following me because of my hot content.
Oh, Christ, no, you're not kidding.
Like a cat picture every now and then.
See, I like those. It's when I see pictures of, bitchin' new treads on the Jeep. That I feel like I need to somehow put a wrench in the internet spoke so we never have to see that again.
So you're not a fan of my my hot truck takes?
Listen, if you're going to drop a hot truck take, I'm on board. I want to get you on board with the hot takes that I drop, like I was telling you about. Because my last 3 hot takes, Steve. Now let me know where you fall on these.
Yeah.
And again, we talked about this. I like to announce my hot takes.
Right.
And I like to let them simmer.
Yeah, you usually announce them like a half hour in advance.
Yeah. Listen, I'm a Kraft macaroni and cheese extraordinaire. That's about the quality of my takes too. Mm-hmm. But you got to let the water boil. You got to let the noodles simmer. Mm-hmm. You don't just lob everything into that saucepan.
Yeah, you don't want your hot takes to be too al dente.
No, gross. So a couple of weeks ago, in general, spicy food is not good. Where do you stand on that?
Like,
but see, I need to get you into my hot take culture.
You just need to shoot me a text when you're about to. You could, for all I know, you could be tweeting at me every day telling me how much you hate me, and I would never see it.
Am I muted? Do you have me muted?
Do we follow each other?
What are we doing here? It's actually this long simmering rivalry. Neither of us follow each other because that's how, maybe we're like, it's like the modern day athlete where that's more scrutinized than anything. Like, ooh, did you see LeBron James liked this Instagram post of a player in a jersey? Huh? Oh. Huh? Means he's coming there, right?
Yeah,
L.A. Lakers.
I mean, it must mean
that. Oh boy, and this is when I think I've talked to you, and this was. I don't know how the internet's still on its 2 feet or 4 legs, whatever you think of the internet as, a human or an animal.
I think it's an animal, like an octopus, though.
And I tried to give enough forewarning for
tentacles, right?
By describing it as I'm going to drop a blistering hot take.
Wow.
Shortly.
So you're ranking your own hot takes.
Yeah, because most of them, they're your run-of-the-mill hot takes, right? It's, oh, yeah, he's
like
right.
a mild take.
Yeah, he's right, he's wrong. Thank you for the, the standard red salsa. Let me know when you're going to bump it up to green, or let me know when you're going to bump it up to, 3 little fire emojis.
Oh, boy, yeah. That's hot.
And this is, I fired up the emojis.
Okay.
Because that's what we do in the hot take biz.
Of course.
That doesn't make any money. Because it's not a thing.
Does anything we do make money ever?
I work, and I don't know if I get paid.
You just assume you do.
I don't check the account. I don't want to be embarrassed. Wife's a nurse. I don't need to be put more to shame.
She's the breadwinner.
Yeah. Feel bad getting a $6 sub because I'm losing money that day. So this blistering hot take, Steve.
Let's hear it.
The disproportionate amount of checks in Chex Mix is the biggest scam in the entire snack industry.
Oh, boy.
Right?
Now, I love Chex Mix, honestly. I love it just the way it is, but I believe you're correct that the name is a bit misleading.
The mix is not acceptable. It would be different, and I get it. It's the way in all of the, the Starburst, the Jelly, the Jolly Ranchers, whatever. You got to slog through the garbage to get to the things you want.
Yeah.
Nobody wants the yellow Starburst.
I don't know. They're all right.
Oh,
lemon?
For God's sake. Yeah. Really?
It's the pink ones I don't like.
I mean,
what is pink? Pink's watermelon?
Oh, boy.
But we digress.
No, well, now we got to rank the Starburst flavors. We've gone down this hole now. We can't leave the
right,
audience wondering.
Let's hear them.
Okay, the original flavors. Original.
Just give me the current. Give me the current line.
Well, I just typed in Starburst flavors. What I have for you is the original.
Okay. Is there a root beer in there?
What are we eating? Pop candy or whatever? Like the garbage things that crackle in your mouth? Grow up, Steve. We're talking Starburst. Root beer. So you know you're going to be
my apologies.
Babbling about snow caps. Garbage candy out of here.
All right.
The original flavors include strawberry. It's going to be your pink.
Strawberry's pink, huh?
Yeah. Lemon.
All right. I like it.
Orange.
Okay.
Cherry.
Oh, those reds are good.
In order. Lemon's fourth.
Wait, that's it? There's only 4? I thought there was 5.
The original flavors has.
Isn't there a green one?
Only has 4. No, the original. So cherry was changed from lime.
Okay. Wow. So there was a strawberry, but no cherry.
Yeah, and listen, this is just a matter of time until somebody says, "Hey, dummy, look at a bag. You're 16 years out of date. Yeah. There's 6 flavors now. So you have your strawberry, your lemon, your cherry, and I already forgot the last one.
Lime?
Nope.
Blueberry.
I read it 13 seconds ago, and I left the page thinking, how could anybody forget that?
Orange.
Orange. Bottom to top. Is it consensus lemon?
Probably. Even though I do like it. So it's not 1, 2, 3, 4 for me. It's like 1A, 1B, 1C, 1D.
Ooh. I could do...
I think that if I'm in a Starburst mood, I think orange is going to be last. And I like orange, but...
Wow.
Yeah.
You're putting orange fourth?
Nope, never mind. I'm going orange.
There's only one way to solve this.
Orange is now third. Okay, it's cherry.
Listen, you can't just willy-nilly throw my brain in the blender by making orange fourth.
Just listen to me.
And then did you just flip it to the top on me?
Like I said, it's a tight race. It is a tight race. I'm going to go cherry is number 1.
Sure. It's hard to argue.
Orange 2.
Okay.
Wait, no.
Just up from 4. Wait.
Nope.
Being reevaluated.
No. Strawberry. Oh, boy. I don't think we have
Can
time.
I give you mine while you banter in your own brain about if orange is 1, 2, or 4? The only logical outcome that's going to happen with orange on your list is it's going to end up 3 because that's the only place you haven't decided on it yet.
No, it's a strong contender for 3.
Bottom up for me, Steve. It's lemon, it's strawberry, it's orange, it's cherry. No question about it. If you're going to enter the hot
Number 1 is cherry.
Yeah, hasn't changed. Steadfast Steve.
But, boy, I don't know. It could be 2, though.
Get the hell out of here. It could be 2.
I don't know.
We
have limited time this week. We're going to have to come back to this.
Well,
next
there's only
week.
one way that we're going to solve this, and that's by putting it on the poll. What is the best Starburst flavor? And that will properly rank all 4 of them via poll.
Yeah.
We'll do that. Facebook, Twitter, at Steve and Kyle. Find us there. You can vote in the polls. That'll be this week. All I'm saying is there's a reason they've come out with just the Reds bags because people know. Yeah, people know the Starburst,
the hierarchy.
Yeah, and I can tell you right now, it's not lemon. So back to the point about the Chex Mix.
What?
It's like a bag of 80 lemons to get 5 cherry, 5 orange, and 10 strawberry.
You
want the cheese triangles in the Chex Mix.
I like the cheese triangles. I like the little pretzel
You
sticks.
got to have the pretzel sticks. Now, if you're talking your regular Gardettos, like your regular snack mix, that's different because I feel like that's a little more even keeled. Even though you can keep those sesame sticks, throw those in the garbage.
Yeah, there's those like the Gardetto like flat wafer dark.
Oh, rye chips.
Yeah, rye chips.
Oh,
fan.
Oh, Steve, they sell bags of them because they're so popular. So I had a friend. Well, I should say who I thought was a friend. Tweet in reply, not a fan of the rye chips. in the snack mixes.
Who is it? Give their phone number.
Well, we played softball with him, and I will post the phone number.
Is this
Ryan?
Oh,
moved to St. Louis. Good.
Good.
Get away from my fist.
He could feel the hatred here in West Michigan. So packed up the family and moved.
That was by far my most popular hot take.
Okay.
Just loads of interactions and likes.
How many likes you get on that?
16.
16.
For me, that's really good.
That's great.
Because I'm tweeting that's for my own personal account. I don't want to clutter up the podcast account.
Now do you do the trick where you
like it yourself?
Yeah, you go into the podcast one and maybe give it a retweet.
I have not. Should I do that?
Oh yeah, definitely.
But that's kind of shameless.
I mean, that'll take your 16 up to easily 20.
But won't more people just like the retweet? Or no, so I would just retweet, not retweet with comment. Okay,
exactly. Just retweet.
I'm going to juice those numbers. Man. People are going to wonder why the hell I just retweeted a tweet from 2 weeks ago. But
every week when I post our podcast, I at least like it from the Side Gigs Twitter.
I took a couple shots at people who don't want baseball netting. Sorry. Oh, now this
you're pro baseball netting, I'm assuming.
There's no reason not to, Steve. Yeah. There's no reason not to. I mean, hockey did it. 0 people have been negatively affected. Mm-hmm. A girl died in hockey, and that's what it took. We shouldn't need to get there in baseball. What are
the excuses? Like, what are the reasons?
Oh, it's going to impact their viewing ability.
No, it's not. It doesn't.
It doesn't. It's ridiculous.
You can see through it.
It's
not
ridiculous.
A wall. It's a net.
It's entitlement, and it's the reason that baseball is the most dying sport of all the sports because they refuse to pick up the pace of play. You have NBA games, which is the most growing professional sport, because they're doing their games in 2 hours and 10 minutes. Mm-hmm. And then you have baseball, where if you get a Red Sox-Yankee game on television, it's going to be 4 hours. Nobody wants to sit through that. It's a slog to be there in person, let alone to watch it on television. But baseball refuses to actually do anything about it because it's the old guard. Baseball is more old guard than any sport ever, in that essentially the old white people don't want to let their traditions go. So if you flip a bat, you're going to get hit in the ribs the next time you're up to bat. It's absolutely baffling how baseball is so behind the times.
Hot take.
That's too long for. Too long for a tweet.
I think
we need some imaging.
We do. Okay.
So no, we both do hot take. But then we're going to need some imaging underneath it, like the smolder.
Yeah, the flame burning.
And then we play that either after I go on, drop the hot take, or before. So how do we want to image this? Do we want to simultaneously say hot take, or do you want to come in deep and then I'll go hot take?
Let's see. Let me try and get.
Oh, you want to do it on the fly?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, wow. Well, I guess it'll make it easier to pull it later on. Just feels like right now that might be counterintuitive. Oh, you're going like fire.
Hot take.
We got to time it around a crackle. I like that.
Okay, when you want to go put this together later, just go onto YouTube and type in Fireplace Full HD 10 hours of crackling logs for Christmas.
Boy, that's weird. This is like the same fire we light when we do the Year in Review episode.
Of course I have that. Why don't I just...
Well, you mean you have the fire poker ready to start the fire?
I do, yeah. Give me a second. Let me walk over to the fireplace.
Steve, stop walking on our table.
Let me open up the cabinet where I keep the poker.
Oh, my God. You could use some WD-40. That's an embarrassment.
And then I'll just look around for the poker.
Sure. You got it?
Where are you, poker?
Oh, you had to put it on your binoculars. Cover your eyes from the sunlight to get there.
Let me strike a match. Let me throw it into the logs. Throw. And
well, I like this. Yeah.
What did we do this for?
So we can make the hot take imaging.
Oh,
instead of just us saying hot take and then editing it together at a different time.
No good.
We're doing it on the fly. The budget is blown for the year. We had a billboard, folks. We don't have any more money.
$495.
Yeah.
By the way, we still haven't heard back.
I sent another text to Mr. Patrick Flanagan yesterday. I have received 0 responses in 2 weeks from Pat.
What is he, us?
He may not listen.
Could be dead.
Oh, rest in peace. He had kids. Bummer.
Hopefully he wrapped himself in a billboard.
Maybe it was those bastards from Dolphin They finally chased him down. The long simmering rivalry.
The Dolphins finally got to him.
Dolphins finally chased down that rapscallion from Van Wert.
All right. Time for the hot takes, Imaging. So again, this is going to play whenever you're about to make a hot take.
Yep. Or after, if it, because
present it to the world.
If it happens unprompted, and you just drop it afterwards to let everybody know you just heard one of my hot takes.
It's time for Kyle's hot take.
Hot takes.
All right, somebody do something with that.
Yeah, make that a song, Jesse. We've still got songs from Jesse we haven't played from a month and a half ago. We've got things we wanted to talk
about. Kill rabbits or something.
Oh, yeah, DJ Murder Kids. It's on his shirt. He wears, like, the mask of a dead kid. You know, because that's what DJs do, apparently. They all have to wear stupid masks or light up heads. His is like a mix of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre and a music DJ, though. And then the most recent one, and just as a reminder, this all started with you asking me, Steve, at about minute 1:30 seconds in.
Some 24 and a half minutes ago.
Where are you going on vacation?
Oh, okay.
That's what happened.
All right.
And we've now got new imaging for my hot takes.
We talked very briefly about camping, maybe? No, I don't even think you got to camping yet.
No, Steve, but I'm glad you mention it. I am glad you mention it. Camping sucks.
So that was your most recent hot take.
Yeah, and another.
How'd it go over?
Just lighting the world on fire. I've got our dear friend Nikki all on board. I've got our friend...
Nikki's anti-camping.
Nikki's anti-camping.
Really?
I've got Tara.
I thought Nikki liked camping. I don't know why.
Oh, she's a grown-up, Steve. Come on. Nobody likes that.
Seems I feel as though she would like camping. I have no basis for that. I think because she lives in Maine, and I feel like everyone in Maine is like
you have
outdoorsy and rugged.
Like, don't they all live in tents?
Yeah.
Because they just camp?
Yeah. Like their bed is a bear carcass.
Yeah. And then obviously you go catch breakfast, lunch, and dinner, which is always fish.
Yeah, salmon. A big old salmon.
On a nice summer day, maybe a lobster.
Except summer days there, high of 30.
Yeah, so you're still wearing 3 sweatshirts and a hat in your ice igloo.
Yeah,
on the lake.
LL Bean boots.
Sure.
LL Bean pants. LL Bean shirt.
One of those hats with ear flaps.
From LL Bean.
From LL Bean with the fuzz sticking out of all the sides. Mm-hmm. Obviously.
All right, so you're going camping for what, 4 days? Is it? You're leaving tomorrow, Friday, coming back Monday?
I mean, eternity? So we can call it eternity, Steve?
Now we're talking tent?
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no.
So what are you doing?
We're doing cabin? It's a cabin, yeah, with no water or anything like that, but yeah, cabin. It's already difficult enough with a...
Taking the baby?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's already difficult enough with a baby, let alone having to...
And where's this going to go down at?
About 3.5 hours north, overlooking... the most beautiful piece of architecture this lovely state has to offer, Steve. That is the world's most notorious, beautiful,
not true,
and noted suspension bridge.
The
Mackinac
You're going to say that
Bridge.
The Mackinac Bridge is the world's most notorious suspension bridge.
Yeah, world's most famous, notorious, well-known, well-regarded.
Of course, yes. So notorious that people that don't live in the state don't know how to say the name of it.
It's right here, Steve. I just typed in Mackinac Bridge famous, and the first result is Mackinac Bridge, a world-famous bridge. That's from Mackinac.com. I mean, I've never heard of them.
I feel as though they might be a bit biased.
As we all know, Steve, the Mackinac Bridge is a suspension bridge that bridges the Straits of Mackinac between the upper and lower peninsulas of the United States state of Michigan.
So what you're saying is it does exactly the same thing that every other bridge does.
The world's 22nd longest.
Oh, that's not number one.
Main span and the longest suspension bridge between anchorages in the Western Hemisphere. We're number one. We're number one. We're number one. Suspension bridge between anchorages in the Western Hemisphere.
It's a bit wordy. It might be hard to get that chant going at the big bridge tournament.
Envisioned in the 1880s, Steve, designed by David Steinman, completed, as you know, 1957. You were here 60 years ago to celebrate the
1940. Who cares?
Here to celebrate the 60th anniversary. There, 2 years ago, you were. You're known for heading up there around Labor Day, where they do the Bridge Walk. That's the big state of Michigan Labor Day activity.
Walking.
You walk the bridge. It's the Bridge Walk, Steve. The governor does it.
Mm-hmm.
Citizens are welcome to do it. They shut down the bridge until 12 p.m. noon. So people can walk the bridge.
How about that?
Big hubbub around the country, Steve, as you remember.
Around the country?
A couple of years ago when the governor ran it. Can't run. Don't run. Cannot run on the bridge. Not safe. It's like running around the pool. Only this pool will kill you.
What? That makes no sense.
You could get blown off.
You could get blown off by walking.
By running. No. You can't get blown off by walking. Did you not hear me? You can't run because you could get blown off.
I swear to God, I'm so close to hitting the button for the outro music. Don't you have to leave?
Ooh, boy, closer than we want. I could go. This is actually a week. I'm ready to do 2 hours, 40 minutes.
All right, so you're going camping.
Yeah, listen, it's...
Why are you doing it again? Does your wife enjoy it?
No, we've gone and visited her.
So neither of you...
No, she does. She does.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Oh, okay.
We've gone and visited a couple of our friends who live in the furthest north area of Michigan possible.
Yes.
My best friend forever lives up there. We visited him 2 years in a row. And
that was where you chopped wood.
Chopped wood last year.
Muffler fell off a truck, I believe.
Fell off a truck while we were swimming in Lake Superior on the way back.
Which, even in the dead of summer, is still like...
not swimmable.
40 degrees.
Yeah, beautiful country, though. The old copper mines up there, the ruins of all those. It was big business back in the early and mid-1900s, Steve. And so we visited them 2 years in a row. This year it's a little bit difficult. It's a long drive. It's about 8.5 hours. With a baby, I would be... add an hour and a half just between eating and whatever. So we're going to meet in the middle. Going to meet in the middle, which happens to be around Mackinac. Go visit scenic Mackinac Island. Ferries ride away, but a different world apart, I believe is their motto.
That seems like... Now, I've never been there. I've heard all about it.
Whoa,
never
Steve.
Been there.
Steve.
Heard a lot about it, though. Heard there's a big hotel that you have to wear tuxedos in order to look at or something.
There's a couple of hotels there, yeah. One of them is a bit hoity-toity. The governor's mansion is on Mackinac Island.
This
Steve.
seems like something you would be so against.
I don't love the camping part, okay? And it's not the idea of, being in the woods, whatever. My problem is going camping is more hassle than anything else.
Sure.
By the time you pack everything up, you don't... to pack sheets for the beds that are in the cabin. Mm-hmm. Or if you're in a tent, you still have to pack even an air mattress, sleeping bag, whatever. Clothes that are inevitably going to smell like smoke. Yeah. All the food, cooking utensils, coolers, all of this stuff that you have to pack and keep cold. Tent canopies. It's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. And then you get home, you have to unpack it all and clean it all, and everything is just a disaster. It's not worth it. It's cheaper because it sucks. They're giving you a roof. That's it. Access to a public shower you got to wear shoes in. It's gross. Camping sucks.
Yeah, I mean, when you put it that way.
But
pretty bad.
It'll be nice to be up there. Can't wait. It's going to be a great time.
All right, so you leave for that on Friday.
Yeah, leaving for that tomorrow. Yeah, I'm going to go visit. And
Come
again,
back.
to visit the island. My wife hasn't been to the island, Steve, since she was very young, like 9 or 10 years old.
Okay.
And it is a really neat experience to be on Mackinac Island. No cars. Can bike the island. Some nice hiking trails. Nice bars. Obviously, the world's most famous fudge comes from Mackinac Island.
World's most famous fudge.
Yeah. Mackinac and Mackinac Island known for their fudge.
Just because they write world's most famous fudge on it doesn't mean it is.
Okay. Mackinac famous fudge. Mackinac Island fudge, original since 1887.
I'm not disputing that they do have it.
Why is Mackinac famous for fudge? In 1887, Steve, the island's first candy shop opened. However, World War I impacted sugar rationing, bringing many fudge businesses.
Oh boy, I bet the fudge was real good without sugar.
To a halt. In 1920, Roman Gould revitalized fudge making and their show about it. Obviously, you've seen them. You've seen people make fudge before, whether it be at the big box fudge store, the Kilwins.
Mm-hmm.
They're all whipping it around and playing with it. Right?
Sorry, what? I stopped listening.
America's fudge capital, Steve. Considered the modern day fudge. That's from NPR. I don't know what to tell you. If you want to call NPR liars, you go ahead and just spit on the flag. Okay, that's National Public Radio you're about to address negatively. Remember that.
Okay. Let's see. America's fudge capital, 25 best fudge shops. Let's see.
You got your Murdoch's.
Oh, I hate when they don't put the list in there. Like, that's what I clicked on it for.
Oh, you have a list of the United States' most famous fudge?
All right, so we got number 25. It's a place in Rhode Island.
Oh, snooze.
24. Oh, Flemington, New Jersey. Look at that. How about that? Okay, let's scroll all the way down to 1.
Yeah, we don't have time for 25.
Nope.
We don't have time for anything, really, now that I look at the clock.
Number 2.
What, I mean...
It's just some place you've probably never heard of it.
What? I mean, come on, give me a name at least, right?
Joanne's.
Joanne's is number 1? And that, excuse me if I'm wrong, is that not on Mackinac Island, a ferry ride away but a world apart?
Oh, God, what a backfire.
What's number 2?
Let's see. Oh, seriously?
Really?
Aaron Murdoch's Fudge, Frankenmuth, and Mackinac City, Michigan. I swear to God, of number 3. All right, hey, Bristol, New Hampshire, the Mill Fudge Factory and Ice Cream Cafe. Very nice.
I see there's the third Mackinac Island Fudge is number 6. That's Murdoch's Fudge.
Wait, didn't we already have a
Number 7, Ryba's Fudge, Mackinac Island. That's 4.
All right, I'm going to try some of the fudge then. I'll admit I've never had it. Jeez. Fine.
You got to go, Steve. You want to come up?
No.
Come on. You, me, the island, a couple of tandem bikes, scooting around.
Boy, that
horse carriage ride
is terrible. Kilwins. I've been to Kilwins before.
Number 13, Maze Candy.
Oh, come on. Seriously?
Mackinac
How
Island,
big is this
Michigan?
island that they have this many fudge shops? There's no need for it. Another fudge place?
What one?
Frankenmuth.
Oh, that's in Michigan. That's
another one. Marshall's Fudge and Candy Co., Mackinac City. Murray Hotel Fudge Company, Mackinac Island.
I think we're at like 9 out of the top 25.
Oh, my ridiculous.
God. So, listen, what's it going to take to get you? I know it's not going to take much to get Annette. Let's get up there. The 4 of us go visit the island.
We'll go on a fudge tour?
We'll have all the fudge. We'll have all the fudge on the island, have a few drinks, take a tour of the fort. You know there's a Civil War fort there, don't you?
How big is this island? I assumed it was like big enough for a hotel and a couple of bikes.
There's like 3 or 4 hotels. All the wealthy people can stay there. They have got their own homes on that island. But very seasonal. You're not going to want to go there in November, December. They close it down. But something majestic, Steve, about staying on the island. No cars, no motors, no automobiles, just silence.
So how do you...
horse carriages if you want to get around.
What if you want to go pick up rations from town?
Well, you could shut up and take the ferry in the next day.
Okay.
Let me see.
Apparently,
you're very curious about these. I'm surprised Annette hasn't dragged you up there.
No, she has mentioned she wants to go up. I do want to go.
It's beautiful there. Even if you don't stay on the island,
I'm
calling
BS though on 9 of the top 25 fudge places like in the country being there.
The
Impossible.
Island itself only 3.776 miles.
Around? Across?
No. Area?
Square?
What is area? Is an area
cubed?
Is an area length?
Volume.
Yeah. Radius. Population of 492. The distance around Mackinac Island is about 8 miles.
Stupid people.
Oh, do you want to go through 10 things everyone should do on Mackinac Island for when you go?
Let me guess. 1 through 9. Eat fudge. 10. Look at a horse.
I think they'd lump it into one thing, Steve. Don't be a jerk. Bike around the islands on there. That's kind of... Eat fudge is number 1. Oh, no, number 2 is?
Eat more fudge?
Isn't going to sell you on it. Smell lilacs.
That's number 2.
Mackinac Island is known for its lilacs.
Don't
Trees
care.
are scattered all across the island, filling the air with their beautiful scent. We're actually going to be up there, Steve, during the Lilac Festival. You're welcome.
Sounds really stupid.
Listen here. I'm sorry, Mr. Hot to Trot Los Angeles with a fresh haircut, Steve. Okay?
That's right. I am going to Hollyweird this week.
Oh, man. All the...
La La Land, they call it. I'm going to see the stars.
Oh, my gosh. The Motor City.
Hey, look, there's Jimmy Kimmel. Hi, Jimmy Kimmel. Oh, look, there's Elton John.
Gonna have time to see any TV tapings out there?
Well,
Maybe some Steve Harvey led hijinks on Family Feud. You know,
in between all the press I'm going to be doing, I'm not sure.
Maybe
not
some Ellen. Go get some giveaways. You just got to jump up and down a lot.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Have you ever tried to do a TV taping, like a TV show taping?
No, actually, I think I tried to get tickets one time, like for Letterman, but it's
so weird. So we got put on the wait list, and I Googled when we went to New York last year, but I wanted to make sure. So I was like, hey, how often does the wait list for this get in? And the reports were all like, oh, a lot of the time you're going to get in, even if you're on the wait list. You just have to wait in line for a little bit.
I bet your odds are better if it's crappy weather.
Yeah. So we were going to go, and I forget what the show was. Is there a show Michael Strahan hosts?
Yeah, he's
game
on
shows at Celebrity Match.
Oh, I was going to say because he's on GMA.
Yeah, but he hosts a game show, one of the game shows, and I just waited.
Kick a field goal between my front teeth.
Oh.
Is that the name?
I think that's it. So we get put on the wait list, and then within like
title, but
within like 2 days, I get an email saying, "Hey, you've been bumped up. Like you're on. Like claim your tickets."
Hey,
awesome! So I claim them. Go to New York. It's like, I just got them on the app. In New York, I look. There's more stringent rules to go see kick a field goal between my stupid teeth with hosted by Michael Strahan, and maybe you get to see, the 4th listed credit on the lowest rated sitcom on that network, right?
Okay.
Because it's Celebrity Match Game or whatever. It's the big issues about colors on your clothing. No logos, obviously.
Right.
Patterns on your clothing. Hairstyle. Like all of these insane rules.
They know that you're not going to be on TV, right?
But the crowd shots.
But who cares?
They do. That it's a massive deal, and you have to show, like, you have to prove that you're going to be energetic and cheering and clapping.
So you have to like send in a video of you saying like, "Yeah, go guy, win the game."
It's really weird, and I was like, "Hey, I didn't even bring pants on this vacation. I don't think we're making the cut, hun."
So you can't wear shorts to Michael Strahan's kick a field goal between my teeth show?
No, Michael Strahan's kick a field, and again, I would beg Phil to make that design, but it would get pulled down almost immediately, right? Can we use his face and name in satire? Is that okay?
I mean, yeah, if we posted Michael Strahan, but we're not saying that. We're saying Michael Strayham. Like,
here's the deal.
He's the ham that got away.
Yeah, so
it just happens to look a lot like Michael Strahan.
Very similar to Michael Strahan.
NFL great.
NFL Hall of Famer.
Big-toothed Gap man.
But in this artwork that Philip will do for us, 2020 never, his head will be a ham with a gap tooth.
Yeah.
Is that accurate?
Yeah, of course.
But that really shattered my, like, I've always had
like a spiral cut ham, too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, have a few slices falling, like they showed in the ads.
Oh, so it's like
a few slices folded over. No, he's bald, right? He's bald? No, he's got short hair.
Yeah, he's got a short.
But no, now he's got bangs, and those bangs are 2 of the spiral-sliced ham hanging over.
Bangs.
And, again, kicking a field goal between Michael Straham's big teeth, or gap tooth.
Big front teeth. I don't know.
Philip,
figure it out.
Add it to the list, Philip, for crying out loud.
I swear, if you make that shirt, Philip, and Stephen Kyle's Nature Camp, I'm buying them both. And I'll buy. You can even post them on your page first, so I'll buy them off of you.
Yeah.
So you get the couple dollars.
I'm not above that. I'll do that in a heartbeat, and I still want to, because I want to be the guy who wears his own merch. I still want that. So Kyle. That he has a crew drawing of.
So that was our idea for a TV show where
because I'm a bumbling idiot.
You're a bumbling idiot.
Yeah.
So you had a tennis ball on your nose.
Don't know how it happened. Hijinks.
You had pudding leaking out of your pocket.
Yep.
And a bucket on your foot.
and I'm walking through the door as a bucket of water is about to fall on my head in another prank. And I'm doing the Lucky Billy pose.
Billy palms up
Yep.
pose.
And that was even after we've got Steve's cul-de-sac movie night where the dad's cursing walking across the street with the kid who doesn't want to be there.
Oh, I saw Nikki's rendition of that. I really enjoyed it.
That was so beautiful. Right up there with her rendition of Big Boy Vroom Vroom Up the Sandhill that she created a year ago, which she created her own animation for. Tremendous stuff. I absolutely adore seeing that stuff when it pops up on her timeline.
This is a stupid episode. Oh, I do have one thing to add, actually.
Oh, okay.
Oh, but look at that.
Come on. You telling me we got to wait a week to hear the outcome?
We don't even get to do Fast Five. I have 10 this week.
Oh, what? You got to throw them away because they're not timely
they're
next
all
week.
going to be. Yeah, they're all very, very
I won't
time
see
sensitive.
you for 10 days. You're going to come back with like a lip ring.
Yeah.
Like a neck tattoo. And you're going to be parting your pink highlights to one side.
Can you do me a favor while you're on vacation?
Yep.
Bring me back some of that fudge.
Yeah,
I want to taste world famous fudge.
Yeah, I'll bring
from
some
all
back.
9 of those places.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Empty the bank account, sir.
So when we're here next, when we sit down once again,
Yeah.
we will be tasting 9 different fudges and ranking them.
And as always, we will not say no. If you have a competitor of your own in a town you live in or someplace you visited, say, no, I've had the best fudge. We would not say no to that either.
We did it with cheese.
Yep.
We did it with ice cream.
Yep.
We'll do it with fudge.
Send it our way. If you make the world's best fudge yourself, if you tasted the world's best fudge, we'll put it all up in a line. Maybe we could shoot a video for that, Steve.
We need a P.O. box.
Yeah, we do. Maybe we can do a video of that and taste test what people claim and what we claim are the world's best fudge.
Do they tell you if something's in your P.O. box, or do you just have to go check it?
I think you got to go there. I don't listen. This isn't the service at the fancy hotel you're going to be staying at in Los Angeles. This is you check a P.O. box.
That's Hollyweird.
The Biltmore and Hollyweird.
Uh-huh.
The Four Seasons in La La Land.
The city of the stars.
The Magic City.
The Windy City.
The Motor City, Steve.
The happiest city on earth.
Branson, Missouri.
The city that never sleeps. The city of brotherly love.
Sin City.
The city with 2 rivers.
The Big Apple.